see what you get.
Good morning, boys and girls on the internet. Today is Thursday, November 1st, 2018, vlog number 303. First of the month, yay! It means 2 more months to the end of the year. Fuck, this month is going fast. And, being the 1st of November, it's also the first frost we got of the season. My car was all covered with frost right here. Pretty nice. Tired, sleepy, and cold. So I'm just kind of waiting for my window to defrost right now. So, hey, look at that. It's pretty good. So 2 more months to the end of the year. Where's the time gone? I say as you get older, time goes faster. Boy, they're fucking right. I wanted to go faster, but it goes faster. But yeah, it's a weekend. Gonna do a lot of editing this weekend, hopefully. Although tomorrow, Friday, my friend is at a convention and I can't speak this morning. Indigenous Comic-Con. And she's a guest host there, so that's good. I'm gonna go check, go hang out with her and probably do some photo shoots while we're there. Coming in from San Fran today, so I'm excited to see her again. Yay! We have a lot of fun together. I miss her. What else? Yeah, I really got to get these edits done. In fact, that's what I'm going to focus a lot of my energy on as soon as I can, and really get caught up. I've caught up with a lot of things, so it feels like if I've been trudging through 6 feet of water, and I'm 6'3", my head just kind of barely above, my eyeballs above the water. Right now, it feels like the water is up to my waist. I would estimate. That's in terms of photos. I got a lot of photos done, but the video, I said this many times, I'm just not good or fast at editing video. I don't know what's holding me back or it's a little more tedious for me. You know what I mean? I can't get into the groove. I can't get into the workflow. Because I'm constantly just kind of, I get the little clips I want. I put them down on the timeline, and I'm watching the clips over and over and over and over and over again, just to kind of see, does this clip even work in this spot right here, or am I just nuts? I can't see because my window's frosted. And I'm going. Okay. Sorry about that. Where was I? Yeah, is that how even efficient video editors do it? They kind of have to watch the footage over and over again, and then not only when you watch the clips that you put together, when you put it together, you watch those clips together. So you snap 2 clips together, and you watch that section just to make sure it flows right. And then you put in another one in there, you watch that 2 section, and then you watch the 3 section to make it all flow right. It's just so monotonous. I have to find a better workflow for it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Not that I'm doing wrong, just that I can't figure out in my brain a more efficient way to edit video. And I'm using Adobe Premiere. It just, I don't know. Fortunately, though, I did figure something out. For the longest time, what's been causing me to be really slow with Premiere is that I thought it was just like my graphics card in my system, that I'd be working for a little bit, and then I'd have Premiere give me an error. Like, it gives me like an image buffer error. I'm like, what the fuck? And then, like, if I get that, I better be hitting that save button. I have it on autosave, so that's at least good, but I hit it because I know it's going to crash on me. And then it definitely crashes. Not only does it crash Premiere, but also often it will, like, make my whole, like, screen go, like, white and shit and go nuts. I found out, that there's a way to kind of, if that happens, a good way to kind of get around it or to help it is to reload Premiere. Sometimes they say, like, just reinstall it. But I've reinstalled it many times. I still get the problem. But when you first start up Premiere, like, hold the Shift button or Shift and Alt, and as it's loading, it will actually load all defaults. And I mean everything. It won't even know where your project folders are anymore. And a lot of times it works for people, and it worked for me. After I did that, I was working on a project and I didn't get the image buffer error once. Good. That speeds me up, because I mean, if I got that error, multiple times an hour, that's saying a lot. 3 or 4 times at least per hour that I was working. If I was working diligently, it would always happen to me. And just be nuts. So, at any rate, one thing though that I will say that now that I'm, I have my big vacation for the year, spent a lot of money, and I'm getting my bills paid for that, and that's all well and good. My next goal is obviously to get a graphics card. I think it's a good time to focus on that, because I'm keep my fingers crossed, and I'm hoping they don't fucking rest on their laurels by doing it. But NVIDIA, they released their new generation graphics cards. They're out. You can buy them. People are getting them, but they're all the high-end ones. All the the 2070s and the 2080s. And so that's the top tier cards. I'm waiting for the mid-range. Give me a 2060. If you release a 2060 and it's $350, I'll buy it. I don't like to spend that much money on a graphics card. I'm kind of, when it comes to graphics cards, I like to keep it like below like 300 at the maximum. That's why I've been so hesitant for years and years. My graphics card in my system's like 8 years old by now. Well, that's ancient in terms of computing technology and stuff. But I have to get something. And again, seeing how my graphics card's old, I've said this before, that I don't want to get a card that is old now. I can go get a 1060. They're, now that the Bitcoin miners obviously, have slowed down on that shit, or they're doing something else. I don't know what caused it, but now that the prices have kind of come down to normal, I've been looking at them. I'll be like, it's like, oh man, that 1060, oh, it's so tempting. But in the back of my mind, I keep going, it's a 2-year-old card. It's a 2-year-old card. If I'm gonna get an upgrade, I don't want a 2-year-old card. I want new technology. I want something that's now and future-proof. At least future-proof in terms of, because what would be the point of me getting a 1060 right now if in 4 or 5 months 2060 comes out? And because it, just for the nature of it being new technology, it's gonna be better. Granted, right now, like the like the 80s and 2070s, comparatively to the, like, when they just, I kind of hate when they do this, and it's kind of a, I don't fault them for doing it because that's the point of graphics cards, is to run games. But usually when they do benchmarks for graphics cards, they look at how they run games. And right now, the newer cards, when they're running games, are not that much better than the older cards. Well, simply because the games aren't optimized for the new cards technology. It's RTX technology with the ray tracing and stuff. They're not built for that yet. I'm sure we're going to see some differences over that next, like, 6 months to a year. That being said, though, there's a few channels out there that would say, like, benchmarks in terms of, like, productivity, like oh, we ran the generic Photoshop test, or we rendered video with it. And yeah, they'll kind of say that, but there's not too many people out there that are centric to production workstations and do all their focusing on that. They pretty much focus on games. That's understandable, but now that more and more people, not only when they play games, but they also they record their games and they make YouTube videos. So they stream them. And what the hell is this guy doing? This guy was like encroaching on my lane here, asshole. They produce videos too, so I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have to need good graphics card that could render their video fast and get uploaded to YouTube and stuff. So I'm sure there's a demand for that type of statistics for quote unquote gaming cards. I mean, yeah, you can look at actual real workstations, and they have workstation caliber cards like Quadros and stuff, and Fire Pros. But all in all, those cards are more or less just gaming cards, but with slightly different tweaks here and there. And there's been a lot of comparisons that go like, hey, even if you're using this for production, like, say if you want to use a Quadro for video rendering, you ain't gonna get that much difference between that and its equivalent gaming card. Of course, it depends on who you talk to. Some people are like diehards, like, no way, Quadro will beat out a GeForce any day of the week, for productivity. I don't know. I know I need something, and unless AMD gets with Adobe and goes, hey, make your shit work with our cards, or here, our cards now work with your shit, I'm not going to go with AMD next time around. I love my AMD graphics card for a long time, but since they're just simply incompatible with Adobe products, which is stupid. Why the hell? I'm gonna have to go with NVIDIA. So that's that. I've been blabbing on a lot about nothing for this, but I think tonight I'll have an unboxing video for you guys. Oh, that'd be fun. Hey. So that's it. I think I'll talk to y'all later. Everybody have a good day. I love you.
Have you forgotten your training?